In today's video, we are looking at simple, practical ways of managing anxiety in our lives. The thing with anxiety is that some of it is very clear and conscious when you know that you're anxious about this situation, be it a connection, a social engagement, a decision. Okay, starting your own business, meeting new people, going to new locations, knocking on a door and asking for some help or some strategies. All of those voices and scenarios start to arise in your mind to tell you how horrible that decision is, how horrible your skills and abilities are, how untrustworthy those people or places are, and all reasons just to get you to back out of things that may potentially elevate your life to better places. So, how do we deal with those things? Before we get into that strategy, the first thing we want to really talk about is the fact that anxiety is in your head. Okay, it's not real. It's about your thoughts, it's about anticipations and expectations, and really foreseeing into the future of what could potentially happen on that path that you seek to take, generally in a negative space. That is why we are anxious. What if I'm not able? What if I'm not equipped? What if I'm not safe? What if I'm taken advantage of? The voice of anxiety grows the more you silence it, the more you ignore it in your life. You kind of feed it by trying to disengage with it. And this strategy will really equip you to snap it out of your life, snap out of it, give power back to your rational thinking mind so that it can kind of address and put that anxiety into bed. So, this is called the 333 strategy of dealing with anxiety. And it's basically three times three. Okay. What are the three things you see? I see birds flying. I see people walking. I see a flower right in my front door. Now, the next three is what three things do you hear? I can hear a child laughing. I can hear a car hooting. I can hear footsteps. Then the other three things are movement of your body. Move your body times three. Like you can breathe, really hear your chest rising. You can wiggle your toes. You can kind of move your arms or your neck. Like it doesn't matter. Just three, three, three. Three things you see, three things you hear, and three bodily movements. And this has a powerful ability to snap you out of a mental experience with your anxiety into a body experience where you are safer because you soon reconnect with your bodily experience. I'm in my home. I see a clock. I hear a child. I feel my arms, and suddenly I'm not dying. I'm not drowning. I'm not spiraling. I'm me. I'm stable. And in that moment of stability, your rational thinking mind will kick in to kind of talk you around and out of that anxiety. Is it a person you're going to meet? Is it a company you're trying to start? Is it a journey you're setting out on? What is it that is elevating that anxiety in you? And what answers can you give to put it to bed? Talk to you genuinely about why you're worried about that thing in a body that has now stabilized and rationalized and can bounce things back and forth. But using your 333 experience breaks you out of that spiral, out of that urgency and scare of anxiety, and back into body experience where you are in control, to accept that you're scared, to accept that you're untrained, unable, inexperienced, or actually to justify the steps that you have taken to be safe, okay, to be able and ready so that that anxious thought can be addressed and put to bed, or you can do the thing needed to carry on your journey. 333. What are the three things you see right now in your environment? What are the three things you hear? What are the three things you feel in your body? And that will remind you that You, amazing, powerful, capable, you're safe. You have options that can help you fight that anxiety. And that should make you feel better. Sometimes you're in positions where you're in such a spiral that you can go into your mind and see things that you've planted there. Okay, because the whole point of this reflection is to empower you to think ahead, to plan ahead, recognize things that give you internal power and control, and hold on to them even in your mind's eye. For some people, what do you see? You can say, I see my child, I see my God, and I see my Bible, or I see my any other object that holds power in your soul, in your mind's eye, that is going to snap you out of fear, reservation, and retreat in a way that only those objects value to you can bring that power out of you in those moments of panic. So bring objects with you, save objects in your mind, do whatever works for you. But the whole point of 333 reflection is to get you to look around you and see life as it's happening right now, not scary. There's reality around you that is not as scary as your thoughts are trying to get you to think. And when you see those three things and hear those three things and feel those three movements, you will remember where you are, how able or safe you are. And if actually you're unsafe, fine, run. But at least you know that it's not an irrational, anxious thought that is giving you that ability or making you make those decisions at that time. I hope you find this useful. Sometimes we want complicated strategies, we want big medical doctors giving us strategies while we minimize the advice that mommy or daddy or neighbor or the herbalist next to you told you. But if it works, that is all you need. So try it, and by all means, live in your body. Retake control of your life. And I think even in the storm, you will be better off than listening to your anxious mind.